Hey, let me tell you about some ills. I mean, we struggle for the meal kit. Only my day was around me. With them, this empire we build it. No ceilings like Mr. Carter said in 09. Been on my grind for so long, I know it's my time.
Hey man, say man, who you know king of the classics like Space Jam. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Rock. Back at it one more time with another bang. If y'all know that happened way too soon, but we'll talk about that later. How y'all doing, man? We back at it with another banger, like I said. Y'all was like, man, you still in denial. You know what I'm saying? Brian ain't the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? Burn the jersey, you know what I'm saying? You not really from Ohio. I done heard everything, bro. So look, check this out, man. Y'all said watch the GOAT series and then you'll understand why number 23, why Air Jordan is the greatest of all time. So look, we here, man. Y'all done ran the channel up, you know what I mean? So we about to do it. But look, before we get started, I hope y'all doing good, staying safe. If y'all think Michael Jordan is the GOAT, hit the like. If y'all think somebody else other than MJ is the GOAT, hit the dislike. Let's see who win. If you rock with me, hit that subscribe. And let's get straight to it, man. I don't know if I'm ready to watch this. I don't even want to see it, man. Johnny, I rock with you, but I don't want to see it, man. I disagree, Johnny. Shout out my boy Johnny Arnett for the banger. But I disagree.
No argument. LeBron is the greatest player of all time. Analytically, and that matters to the smart people in the league, there is no argument. He's a much better player than MJ.
Bro.
And impact, wins and losses, enters teams, leaves teams.
Bro.
Oh, it's not close.
Bro, don't put Colin on here.
Analytically,
he is the greatest player of all time.
That's dirty, Johnny. Don't put Colin on here. God damn, that boy black. I ain't see him. I can't talk. I'm darker than that, but I'm mad he put Colin Cowherd on there, bro. Oh my God. This is about to be. This between me and you. Look at that, bro. And he did it to the Cleveland Cavs, man. I hate watching that play. But damn, do it look good.
The sixth and final video in my GOAT series, and I'm very excited for this one, because this is the video that actually reflects my honest opinion. Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time, and for reasons similar to what Colin was saying. We're just talking about different players. No one has a more well-rounded and more complete resume than Michael Jordan.
Cap.
There's almost no holes in his legacy. Remember when Colin was talking about analytics and how smart people like to use them? He's right. The smart people, as he calls them, do have analytics and advanced stats. And one of the first major advanced stats to be created was the PER, which means Player Efficiency Rating.
Don't bring that
also
out.
known as the Hollinger stat. It's a stat that factors in just about every major statistic into a player's total efficiency, such as field goals, free throws, three-pointers, assists, rebounds, blocks, and steals. And, of course, negative ones, such as missed shots, turnovers, and personal fouls.
That was a clutch
John
bucket,
Hollinger is
sir.
one of the most respected minds in all of basketball analytics, and he created the stat that is intended to grade a player's overall efficiency. It's not by any means a perfect stat, but it is a highly respected one, and is arguably the most referred to advanced stat in all of basketball. So with that being said, who do you think has the highest PER in NBA history? Colin would have you believing it's LeBron by a wide margin, but it's not. It's actually Michael Jordan.
Man,
when
Johnny.
people say that LeBron is a better all-around player, I honestly find that laughable. Let's go down the list and you'll see why. Michael was analytically more efficient than LeBron.
Bro, he's biased. He's obviously biased. We gonna watch it, but man, he already said he biased, bruh. This ain't authentic, chat. This ain't organic. This video was, hey Johnny, I'll rock with you, bro. This ain't copacetic, bro. This is augmented reality, bro. You done photoshopped the numbers, bro. You done fudged the numbers all up, bro. What is you doing? Come on, man. He done told y'all what he about to say, man. So we just gonna watch it. Come on, man. If y'all think MJ is the GOAT, like the video right now on me.
Let's go down the list and you'll see why.
Oh my goodness.
Michael was analytically more efficient than LeBron James based on the most popular analytic in advanced stats. LeBron's career field goal percentage is 50.4%, while MJ's is at 49.7%. It's easy to look at this stat and simply conclude that LeBron was the more efficient player, which many people do. But that would be lacking context, and you would be ignoring positions.
Oh my
LeBron is a
gosh.
forward who takes more of his shots closer to the basket, while MJ is a shooting guard who does most of his damage from the perimeter. Hell, it's within the role description. Out of the top 100 scorers in NBA history, LeBron is ranked 6th among small forwards in field goal efficiency. Out of the top 100 scorers of all time, Michael Jordan is the second most efficient shooting guard in NBA history.
Behind
the
who?
only pure shooting guard to have shot more efficiently than Jordan was Walter Davis, who
What?
had over 10,000 points less than Jordan and shot 8 less shots per game than Jordan did over his career. Other than Davis, Jordan is the most efficient scoring pure shooting guard in NBA history.
That's crazy.
MJ
Crazy
was
stat.
one of the highest volume shooting guards ever, and yet he still shot 50% from the field for his career. Analytics have proven that as you take more shots, your efficiency will naturally decrease, with more shot attempts, more difficult shots, and less selective and easy opportunities. As a perimeter player who averaged 30 points per game over his career, Jordan still shot 50% from the field.
Oh, baby.
People simply don't appreciate that enough.
That's a
and
big
just
deal.
grasp how remarkable that truly was.
Half his shots
Perimeter
went
players,
in.
or in other words, guards, don't average 30 points on 50% shooting like Jordan did. Name one if you can, and I'll wait. Some people argue in favor of LeBron as the greatest because of the concept that he's a better all-around player, which essentially stems from the fact that LeBron usually averaged more assists and more rebounds than Jordan did.
Facts.
It's a tricky comparison because not only is the game extremely different than it used to be, but many stats are inflated by players who operate as the orchestrator and main ball handler of the team's offense. Jordan was a shooting guard who typically liked to play from the post and didn't really play as the point position of the team's offense, except for when Doug Collins was Jordan's coach in the 1989 season.
Y'all love this argument.
To the point guard position with only 24 games left in the year. As the point guard, Jordan had 15 assists in his first game.
Bro, y'all love this argument, bro. Let me ask y'all this, all right? Y'all love this argument. He played point guard. But, like, let me ask y'all this.
The very next game, Jordan...
I ain't know it was 15 assists, so we just gonna keep it rolling, all right? I don't want to talk about it. I ain't know it was 15. I thought it was like 11 or something.
Had 21 points, 14 rebounds, and 14 assists against the Pacers in a 32-point blowout win, in which Jordan only played 32 minutes.
I ain't know that either.
MJ continued to play at the point guard spot until the end of the year. In those 24 games, Jordan averaged 30.4 points, 9.2 rebounds, 10.7 assists, and 2.4 steals per game. In one stretch, he had a triple-double in 7 straight games and 10 out of 11 games.
Damn.
In the game that Jordan didn't get a triple-double, he finished with 40 points, 11 assists, and 7 rebounds. After Phil Jackson took over the following season, Jordan returned to the shooting guard position and returned to his role of playing more from the post, while Scottie Pippen handled more of the team's distributing.
Okay.
In that short stint, we saw what Jordan was capable of statistically as the focal point and orchestrator of the team's offense. Many players today benefit from inflated all-around numbers based on the fact that they play like a point guard and do a majority of the ball handling and distributing.
Good pass, boy.
LeBron James,
Good pass,
James
boy.
Harden, and Russell Westbrook all have boosted numbers due to the style of play as the team's orchestrator.
Good pass,
When Jordan was
Bron.
given that role, simply put, he put up numbers that were worthy of being the greatest all-around player in NBA history.
Okay.
One of the most separating aspects of the comparison between...
Hey, my little argument, my mid-video argument, I'm going to watch the rest because bro talking that talk, right? But I do want to ask y'all, do y'all think, I believe if you go from Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, as the eras progress, the average NBA player's skill was increased. I'm just throwing that out there, right? I'm just throwing that out there. I think the worst players in the NBA today are better than some of the... No. Let's say a mid-tier player is better than... The worst players of today is better than a mid-tier player back in the day. Do y'all agree or disagree with that argument? I mean, y'all watched it. You feel me? You know what I mean? Y'all watched it. But, like, really think about it. And let me know if y'all think that's just an invalid argument or not. I just want to throw it out there for y'all, man. Make sure y'all like the video if y'all rocking with it. I got to say it because y'all be watching it. Y'all be commenting, which I appreciate. Make sure y'all like the video, man. Quit playing. Let's go.
Jordan and LeBron is on the defensive end of the floor.
Let me rewind it. I know I missed something. The greatest
all-around player in NBA history. One of the most separating aspects of the comparison between Jordan and LeBron is on the defensive end of the floor, in which case, it is not close. Jordan averaged by far more steals per game and is third all-time on the steals list. Despite the fact that LeBron has already played over 100 games more than Jordan did, LeBron is still almost 600 steals behind Jordan. Despite the fancy chase down blocks throughout LeBron's career, Jordan actually averaged more blocks per game, despite the fact that he's a guard who's 3 inches shorter than LeBron and around 50 pounds lighter.
But bro...
In fact, Jordan is arguably the greatest shot-blocking guard in NBA history.
But
Jordan
bro...
is also simply a better on-ball defender than James. Jordan was known for blanketing and suffocating
he's a beast
players
on defense.
defensively.
He's a beast on
Michael
defense.
has a Defensive Player of the Year award, while LeBron does not, and Jordan has 9 first-team All-Defense Team appearances compared to James, who has just 5.
Damn.
LeBron is currently 34 years old.
Damn.
And at this point in his career, he looks like he's completely stopped playing defense.
Damn.
In fact, if we're being honest, LeBron has been somewhat of a liability on defense for the last several seasons.
Damn.
In the 1998 season, Jordan was 35 years old. He was still first-team All-Defense that year.
What?
As a 35-year-old...
Hold up. That's when he was on the Wizards? He won a title at 35? Am I tripping? Hold on. Something ain't adding up. I'm going to let him... man, damn. These arguments is crazy. Johnny, I'm making a rebuttal video to you, sir. I still ain't watched your LeBron video, and I know that's not your opinion. This one is. I'm making a rebuttal video to you, sir. This the reaction. I'm going to save my opinion for the end.
Seasons. In the 1998 season, Jordan was 35 years old. He was still first-team All-Defense that year.
That's him winning his last title in Game 6 against Utah. He was 35 at that point when he did that crossover in Game 6, and was defensive first team at 35. Okay.
Was 35 years old. He was still first-team All-Defense that year. As a 35-year-old in Jordan's final season with the Bulls, he was the best defender in the league at his position. He was the NBA's leading scorer. He was first-team All-NBA and All-Defense. He was the league MVP. He led the Bulls to win the NBA championship, and he was the Finals MVP.
Damn.
No one in the history of the NBA has ever been close to as good as Jordan was as an all-around player at that age.
Damn.
In fact, just about at any age, Jordan was just on another level entirely.
Damn.
If you don't know just how impressive Jordan was as an old man, check out my video on Jordan's years with the Wizards.
Oh, you're
I'll
killing
have a
me.
link to that one at the end of this video. MJ was insane the instant he entered the league as well. I want to show you something crazy that maybe you haven't noticed before. This is the stats of Kobe Bryant's lone MVP season in 2008. This was Michael Jordan's stats in his rookie season in 1985.
See?
MJ was playing on the same level as a prime Kobe Bryant the instant he entered the NBA.
Damn.
Just ponder that for a second.
Oh my God.
And imagine if a rookie in today's game was playing on the same level as a prime Kobe Bryant.
Yo.
It would light YouTube, social media, and the internet as a whole on fire.
Damn.
There's a reason Michael Jordan is as big as he is. There's a reason he's a global icon. There's a reason he has the best-selling shoe by far, even decades after he's retired.
Damn.
And there's a reason why everyone wanted to be like Mike. Everyone.
Man, I'm disappointed in y'all, man. A lot of y'all arguments came straight from this video, and I was in my comments and I saw it. Y'all went from hey Johnny, good research in here, but some of y'all, man, what was y'all arguments before y'all watched this video? You feel me? I still rock with y'all though. Y'all know that.
You could see the instant he arrived that they were dealing with something special.
That was a big deal.
Never seen before.
That was a big deal.
Hell, some people knew it even before he arrived to the NBA.
Rookie year,
All-time
bro.
great college coach Bobby Knight said Michael Jordan was the greatest player he had ever seen while Jordan was still playing college at North Carolina.
Damn.
Just an absolutely great kid. If I were going to pick the 3 or 4 best athletes I've ever seen play basketball,
Damn.
he'd be one of them. I think he's the best athlete I've ever seen play basketball.
Damn, Bobby.
If I were going to pick people with the best ability I'd ever seen play the game, he'd be one of them.
That
If I were
Kobe
going to
stat.
pick the best competitors that I'd ever seen play, he'd be one of them.
Damn.
So in the categories of competitiveness, ability, skill, and then athletic ability, he's the best athlete, he's one of the best competitors, he's one of the most skilled players, and that to me makes him the best basketball player that I've ever seen play.
That's crazy,
Bob
Bobby.
had already seen Magic, Kareem, and Bird, and yet Bob Knight was willing to call Jordan his GOAT before Jordan even played a game in the NBA. In only Jordan's second season in the NBA, he was coming off of a broken foot, and team doctors advised him to sit out the rest of the season. Ownership wanted Jordan to sit out as well, but instead, Jordan helped his Bulls get into the playoffs and dropped 63 points on the Boston Celtics, which is still to this day the most points ever scored by a player in playoff history. Again, in only his second season, coming off of
Ever? That's the highest in playoff history? 60, I gotta remember this just so I, you know what I'm saying, remember.
Instead, Jordan helped his Bulls get into the playoffs and dropped 63
That's the highest points ever in the playoffs. That's crazy.
points on the Boston Celtics, which
That's
is
a lot
still
of damn
to this
points.
day the most points ever scored by a player in playoff history.
Boy, that's a lot of
Again,
damn points.
in only his second season, coming off of a broken foot, he
I ain't gonna lie, that's a lot of damn points. If y'all ever played pickup ball, bruh, 63 is insane, bruh. In the playoffs when everybody is playing their hardest, bruh. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm still tripped out over the Kobe stat. R.I.P. to Bean, man. But damn, Kobe was a demon that season. Like, that dude was on, like, demon time. And MJ did that his rookie season. Oh, no. That is wild.
He broke the NBA playoff scoring record against the 1986 Celtics.
With a broken
a
foot.
team that is still considered one of the greatest of all time, and a team that was also the #1 ranked defense that season. As many of you know, Larry Bird said postgame that Jordan was God disguised as Michael Jordan. When you consider all of the factors, it
crazy.
kind of makes sense why Larry would think that.
That's
Of
crazy.
course, most of the historic feats of Jordan came against athletes in the 80s and 90s. People who argue against Jordan's greatness will try to discredit his competition, claiming that
just said
athletes
that.
weren't as big, strong, and athletic back then.
I just said
and
that.
he took advantage of the weaker athletic competition.
He did.
I'm not gonna lie, this criticism is incredibly stupid. We're talking about a couple decades of basketball.
Come on,
and not
man.
millions of years of human evolution, like the naysayers like to make it seem. The athletes were still incredibly big, fast, strong, and athletic. It's also stupid because when MJ was a Wizard, we saw a near 40-year-old version of him having games where he torched a prime Kobe Bryant, Vince Carter, and Tracy McGrady.
Crazy.
If a 40-year-old Jordan with bad knees can give the business to a young Kobe, T-Mac, and Carter, then what the hell else does he have to do to prove his greatness and to prove his ability to dominate legitimate competition?
Who was
What
that?
else does he have
Was that Dwayne?
to do?
That's not Dwayne.
Dude,
Who the hell is this? Oh, damn. Boy, you got your ankles broke. T-Mac, you let MJ do that till you have 40, bro. Boy, Losito, man. This video is powerful, bro. Damn, Johnny, you ain't have to call me stupid, though. You dropping a lot of facts. Well, I ain't even going to say facts. You dropping a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of knowledge right now. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
to a young Kobe,
damn.
T-Mac, and Carter, then what the hell
Do y'all see he just scored on Penny Hardaway right there?
can give the business to a young Kobe,
Right on Penny
T-Mac,
right
and
there.
Carter, then what the hell else does he have to do to prove his greatness and to prove his ability to dominate legitimate competition? Jordan has the greatest career scoring
finish,
average
boy.
in NBA history at 30.1
Damn.
points per game. He
How
has
much?
the highest
My bad, I'm
average
talking.
in NBA history at 30.1 points per game.
Heard you.
He has the highest playoff scoring average in NBA history at an incredible 33.4 points per game.
Heard you.
No other player in NBA history averages over 30 points per game in the playoffs. He's a 10-time scoring champion, which is easily the highest of all time.
Okay.
He has the most first-team, all-defense team appearances with 9. He
Okay.
has the most finals MVPs of all time with 6. And of course, he was undefeated in the NBA Finals. How many
Okay.
players in NBA history can say that they were the best player on both sides of the court just about every single time they set foot on the court? Michael Jordan can. I speak this from my own opinion.
Oh, that was
but it's a
fire,
strong
boy.
one.
That was
In
fire.
all of the years of the NBA, there has never been a player with an all-around GOAT-worthy resume as strong and as well-rounded as MJ's.
No, look.
If you want to call Bill Russell the GOAT, that's fine. But he didn't dominate offensively and statistically like Jordan did.
Facts.
Wilt Chamberlain? That's
Oh
fine.
my
He
gosh.
was a freak athlete and put up
Bro,
crazy
chill
numbers.
out, Johnny. You ain't gotta list them out after you did your whole series, bruh. This was a setup. I've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, run amok, hustled.
Wilt Chamberlain? That's fine. He was a freak athlete and put up crazy numbers. But he didn't win nearly as much and thrive in the playoffs to the extent that Jordan did.
Damn.
LeBron James? That's fine. But he didn't dominate the game on both sides of the ball at the same level that MJ did. If you want to say that Kareem or Kobe is the greatest, fine. But they weren't the definitive alpha on all of their championship teams
Damn.
that Jordan was. When you consider everything that factors into the GOAT conversation, he's the clear choice. Statistical dominance and records, check. Legendary scorer,
Good.
check. All-time great defender, check.
Damn.
The clear alpha of his team throughout his career, dominated his era, and won plenty of championships and finals MVPs. Check, check, and check.
Damn it.
He's simply the only player ever who covers every criteria. This is why Michael Jordan is clearly the greatest player of all time.
Man, that was a banger, boy. Hey, this channel is crazy, bro. Johnny, you went crazy, man. Do I agree? No. But that was a strong argument, man. Y'all know the vibes, man. This was a banger for real. And I learned where y'all got all y'all arguments from. Who'd y'all think was the GOAT before y'all watched this video, huh? Let me know. Who'd you think the GOAT was before you watched this video, sir? You know what I mean? Now, I told y'all, real recognize real, man. And I just get inspired by greatness. I like debating. If y'all get, man, y'all should see my comment section, man. It be people really, really trying to, you know what I'm saying? They make this so personal. It ain't got to be personal, player. Michael Jordan don't know you exist, bro. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all keeping it basketball and y'all just want to chop up game, it's a banger. I get motivated. And since I started these videos, I've really been trying to tap into like Michael Jordan, Kobe, Larry Bird, Bron's mentality as far as just attacking my life. You know, I've always had a strong work ethic, as y'all can see me flooding these videos. You know what I'm saying? But that Mamba mentality, I don't know what you call Michael Jordan's, but you know what I'm saying, just being a psycho and just being so determined for greatness, I've been implementing that in my life, you know what I mean, just because it's so important. You feel what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, great argument. I got motivated from the video. I definitely want to make a rebuttal. You know what I'm saying? I learned something. You know, when somebody's calling you a dumbass LaFlop fan, you know, you're less likely to respect their argument versus a video like this, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's dope, man. It's dope to watch, man. So we just gonna take away from the video that if you got something you want to accomplish, like being the greatest at what you do, you got to put in that work. You got to put in them hours when nobody else is watching. And another thing that I want to speak on, you got to be so focused that you just on that path. You already focused, but with Kobe, with MJ, if you pissed them off and you gave them more motivation, you know what I'm saying, they went even harder. And I've been implementing that in my life. So the haters in my comments, I love it. You know what I mean? I start flooding. We go crazy, man. But yeah, I say all that to say dope video. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. And if y'all made it to the end, comment ONLYFAM. That's only found. We on the road to 100K. And I got a whole playlist. If y'all search Michael Jordan, Raw Reacts, Kobe, Raw Reacts, LeBron, any all-time great, I didn't react it to them, for real. And if I haven't, put them in the comments or I'd have missed, man. Hope y'all good, staying safe, taking care of yourself. This another certified banger. Bangers on bangers on bangers. I'll see y'all on the next one. Who's y'all GOAT? I know who mine is. Yeah, dig.
And yeah, we still blazing. Half man, half flamethrower, flow immaculate. Gas masks, trash bags full of that Cali Kush. Need more cash flow, these boys smoking regular. Claim that they the plug, doorman, get your hustle up. Circle of bosses around me, cross cover my juggler.